My name is Paul, Greenspoon employee. I'm the team leader for the drivers here at Greenspoon in the logistics division, which is my primary working division, you'd say. I'm in charge of making sure that all our customers get all the deliveries on time, basically. It involves a few other things happening in the background, but basically that's what I do.
Okay, so my name is Julius. I am responsible for operations. That includes drivers and packers, the warehouse, and this beautiful place. So I'm responsible also for the maintenance of the warehouse and the vehicles and all those kind of things. We work with Paul, and we are, I think I've been saying this, we are the funnest division or a department in the whole of Greenspoon. Because there's never a dull day in Greenspoon, you know. You get to do quite a lot. You get all these curveballs out there when drivers are driving. You get, you know, all manner of requests, all manner of things to do, and it's never boring.
Yeah.
It's always fun. It's like
That's true.
Arsenal and Manchester United, yeah?
He's Arsenal, just so you know.
Okay. I think Greenspoon is one of the few organizations that has rolled out electric vehicles, right? And half of our fleet is actually electric. So we have 3 vans which are fully electric, charged outside, and then we also have we are rolling out electric motorbikes, which are also, like, we are among the first ones who are doing this in this country, and we are so committed to it. So we'll keep on growing our fleets in that direction towards the EV, towards the fully electric direction. And I think there's a lot of benefits from what we're actually doing.
Yeah, there was a time there was a fuel shortage.
Yes.
And didn't really affect us that much because, again, EVs, just charge your car overnight and you have a fully charged car.
Yes.
You can take it for as many as 15, 20 deliveries in a whole day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And we were not affected by that. And another thing I think we are also saving is the cost of delivery, because I think the EVs are 10 times cheaper. If you factor in the cost of charging versus the cost of fuel, they are 10 times cheaper as compared to the normal petrol vehicles, which is awesome, because then it means we are able to deliver to our customers and eventually even at a cheaper charge to them. And I think we can pass the benefits to our customers eventually.
Exactly.
And of course, we can't talk about EVs without talking about CO2 emissions, because then diesel, or this, what are they called? This diesel and petrol are one of the biggest polluters of this of the world, I think.
That's a fair assumption.
Yeah.
Yeah. As for the packaging, mostly we use brown bags, recyclable brown bags for our customers, instead of using, say, plastic, adding to the waste that we might have to get rid of in the end. So reusing our brown bags takes away from our waste, and it helps keep in the theme of recycling. Yeah. Anything you can add on that?
Yeah, of course, we also use size of baskets to ship to our customers. We use wooden crates, which are very beautiful, to ship to our customers, and all these are returned back to us, which we keep on reusing over and over again. Even our plastic crates are definitely returned, reused over and over again. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also we have a policy of collecting bottles. So the majority of our products are, they have bottles that are returnable, which we pay back the customer, I think 20 shillings or 50 shillings?
Something like that.
Something like that. And then we return it, we collect it, return it to the manufacturer for recycling and reusing again. We reuse our cartons, our cardboard cartons, for shipping to, you know, Fargo, like outside Nairobi, and using when we use riders to deliver.
So in as much as we have been using polystyrene boxes, which we know is not so good for the environment, we're finding a way to work around this by buying cooler boxes, which you can use over and over again, and they don't like break apart and litter in the area. So we've reduced our use of polystyrene boxes, shifting towards cooler boxes,
which are
also-
plastic and
Yeah.
reusable
Yeah, so
over and over.
completely negating the waste for the polystyrene
And definitely, we are
boxes.
always on the lookout for better ways to, better packaging material, better, shipping materials. And I think it's one of our policies that our customers also have to show our suppliers also have to show an effort in saving the environment by declaring what kind of plastics they are using, and reducing even the wrapping by, the plastic foils that they wrap on their product. So unless we can't be able to receive the product without the plastic wrapping, that's the only time we receive with plastic. But if we can avoid it, we do that to avoid. And of course, no foil is used to wrap our products going out unless we can't do anything about it.
Yeah, which is not very often.
Yes. Okay. So food wastage is one of the world's biggest problem. So in Greenspoon, what we are trying to do is to make sure that we store our food much better. So like our vegetables, we use different techniques to store them so that we avoid wastage. Like for instance, in the chiller, we store the leafy vegetables in the chiller. We store also carrots in the chiller to avoid wastage. Initially, we would store them outside and we would get a whole lot of waste. And even after getting, because eventually sometimes we can't be able to avoid the waste,
There has to be waste.
we try and pass it down the supply chain by having in a contact with the farmers who we then give who are farming pigs and such kind of animals, who we then give them the wasted food so that they can feed the animals
better use of
and
it,
make better use of it. I think that's better English than feed the pigs.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely is much better. Okay, so those and among others, of course, is trying to check how we order, reduce our ordering quantities. If we notice that, for instance, avocados are getting spoiled a lot, we reduce what we order, and then we increase the frequency of ordering, so that we can at least still provide a fresh avocados, but not waste as much.
And we also eat some of them here at the warehouse.
Of course.
So that they don't end up not being bought and then going bad.
Yeah. So we give some to the employees, of course.
Yeah. Route optimization basically involves making sure that you execute your deliveries in the shortest time possible while traveling the least amount of distance. And we do this in the warehouse before we even set off to make our first delivery. ShipDay has an option, the app we use for tracking our drivers as they make their deliveries. It has the option of optimizing the route so that each driver travels the shortest distance while making the deliveries, so that you don't go on a wasted route, wasting fuel or charge for your EV, stuff like that.
Which is good for the environment, yeah?
Yes, exactly. So you burn less fossil fuels and you waste less electricity. And we batch our deliveries before we set out as well. So we have different routes. Right now we have 4 different routes: Runa, Lavington, Loresho, and Karen. Those are our main areas. We make sure that we send at most 1 or 2 vehicles to each route to reduce on the amount of fuel. Say for Karen, for example, if you send an EV to Karen, which is some of the longest distances for deliveries, you end up saving a lot of money on fuel, even maintenance for your car. Anything else I've left out on optimization?
So we do consolidated deliveries, yeah? So we will not be dispatching one order at a time using a different vehicle.
Yes.
So we normally consolidate our deliveries and then we follow a certain optimized route, as my friend Paul has said, and deliver that at least in the shortest distance, shortest distance, so that we can save on fuel and electricity. Yeah, super. Yeah, so here at Greenspoon, we are at the forefront of innovation when it comes to clean fuel and technology to further clean fuel usage. So I think there are plans for us in the future to move to more cleaner sources of power, for instance, by using solar. So we are in the process of looking into that. And then, of course, together with our electric vehicles, we have since signed a contract with a company that offers electric motorbikes, which we intend to roll out, and we're actually in the process of rolling out. We actually have one already, and we are very soon going to get another addition, like two, so that we can start making deliveries in Nairobi using electric motorbikes. These things, by the way, they are working, and they're working very well. And I encourage actually everyone else to look into it, because we have only one planet. We have to save it, we have to keep it, we have to be sustainable in everything that we are doing. And of course, together with all other initiatives that we are doing, we have an initiative where we want to continue our efforts to reduce waste, reuse, recycle, all that. We also engage our suppliers to educate and to make sure that they follow our requirements when it comes to packaging, when it comes to reducing plastic, when it comes to how they do. Actually, very recently I saw one of our supplier bought an electric vehicle because they saw electric vehicles.
For real?
Yes, Dion. They have a very good...
I actually didn't know that. That's
yes,
nice.
They have a newer version of electric vehicles than ours, which can go 300 kilometers. As compared to ours that can go on 20. We will get. So the future for us is going to be more and more electric, more and more cleaner, more and more greener. And I definitely expect us to, in the future, when we want to expand our fleet, we are going to get more and more EVs, maybe more tuk-tuks, maybe more, more EV vans. And maybe we might be the first one to bring an electric truck in future when we grow.
Have a fully electric fleet.
Yes, definitely.
What can you say, Julius?
So I think majority of companies in Kenya don't really think that it is possible to do green, to do more electric, So I would encourage these companies to look into it, because again also there's going to be a lot of advantages when we have more players in the field. For instance, right now we can only charge our vehicles here. If we have more and more players in this, more and more companies using electric vehicles, we can cost share, or we can share chargers. It means I can dispatch my vehicle to Karen without worrying about
whether you'll find
I'll find a charger or not. So actually, I would encourage players in this, more companies to come into the EV segment or field, or buy more EV vehicles so that they can install their chargers, so that we can be sharing this, so that if one of their vehicles is in Kikuyu and it doesn't have charge, it can come here and get charged, and stuff like that. So please join us.
You might be surprised it saves on your cost.
Yeah, a lot.
You might think that getting the vehicles might be a bit expensive, but on the long run, you save some cash.
I mean,
and save the planet at the same time.
Return on investment of this vehicle, probably in 2.5 years, you have repaid everything just by saving on fuel. Yeah, and their maintenance is more or less like any other van of the same size and the same capacity. So please, more and more people to join us, so that we can create a network of green vehicles
and take the green
in color and
more seriously.
Yeah, because I think we are doing our bit. We are definitely going to continue doing our bit. We need more and more players in this country, or in Nairobi, to start doing so that we can all, become one green wave. One, Anything else?
I think we've done it all, Julius, for now.
You want us to go back and think about others?
Yeah.
Tano tena. Oh God.